We talking HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show. Here we go. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show.
What's okay? Starting it off right.
What's good?
What's good, dude?
Welcome back.
Welcome
Episode.
back to the show, episode 11.
Here we go.
HoopDaddy show. Thanks for watching, subscribing.
So we do this once a week. That's 11 weeks. That's 2 months and 2 weeks.
And 2 weeks, yeah, exactly. It's like on the second week.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, that's good. It feels good to do something like consistent and like that just keeps the motivation going, you know?
Yeah.
Just keeps like the ball rolling. You know it's set in stone. You know you can do it. You can make it happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited. So repping the Portland jersey today because Portland's playing tonight. Series at 2-2. Dude, a lot of the series are like tied 2-2, and that's
very hype. Very hype.
Because then you know that it's going to Game 6 at least. I mean,
yeah,
we'll see what happens, but Game 6. But it's in like a home game and away game for each team. So yeah,
I know, man. It's hype. I was hoping the Grizzlies would have got it done yesterday.
They were so close, dude. Like so close. Like they had it right there on their fingertips. I think they got in within 3 points at one point, or
I know.
In that last quarter. But
Utah's good, man.
They're the best in the league.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like when you're at the top for a reason. You know, like
their team seems like it's not super, like conventionally built. Do you know what I mean?
Which one?
Utah.
Yeah, right.
Like, cause like I feel like a lot of the teams that we gravitate towards because they have these like really athletic, skilled players. Like that's why I like the Grizzlies, because they got like John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane. Yeah, all those guys are all like these young super athletes. Whereas like the Utah Jazz are just like a bunch of like old like
methodical
just like it's like old heads.
It's like Bogdanovich and Ingles. Yeah. Ingles is like.
He just rain threes. But then
the way he catches the ball,
yeah,
he like catches the pass up here and then just shoots it right away. Like there's no in between. It's just like it's insane. It's so genius. I guess
Donovan Mitchell is like their athletic
Clarkson
and Jeremy Clarkson too.
As a backup for him, yeah.
But they're yeah, it's like it's almost like, you know, you like go to the court as like a young player and you like play against a team of like old heads. They're like a bunch of old dudes who are like 50, but they can't like really move like they used to. But they just pass the ball really well.
Their IQ is like super high,
and they just like can shoot well.
Dude, and Gobert in the paint, like I mean,
he's nice.
Offensively,
he's nice
he catches the lob like there's no stopping him, and then defensively, he's just blocking left and right. It's like so hard to get anything past him. So
yeah, I'm trying to get my Kyle Anderson game going. You know, that 1-2 slow motion for me, baby.
Yeah. Dude, hey, you were doing it the other day, dude.
There's a guy doing it. We were playing the other day, and he was just like so slow in the lane. I was like, oh, this is so funny, but it works. It really does work, especially if you can
big, pace it and you can just move through, like push through. Then
if you're big and you have like really explosive power, you can really like it's an advantage, I think. Yeah.
Big and explosive.
But I mean, because you can be explosive and quick, but if you can like really gather on one foot and hop.
Right. Like,
and it's like.
Yeah. Like with having good footwork too, and like being fundamentally sound. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. I was surprised to see. Honestly, I was surprised to see the Suns win that last game. I thought it was
game over
for them, but tied the series 2-2. I mean, that's like. Dude, that changes everything.
Yeah, there's so much hype right now too. Like Skip, I don't know if you watched Skip Bayless and Shannon.
I didn't watch this week.
But they're just like, because Shannon is like notorious for loving LeBron, calling him the GOAT, and Skip is notorious for hating on him. Yeah. And it's just like Game 5. They're like, can he put the team on his back? No AD, and they're talking about things like,
oh yeah, no AD. Well,
he's injured. He's out. I don't think he's playing. And then so they're like talking about, you know, it's gonna be like OG. Like LeBron, like, is he the GOAT? Can he do it at 37 when he was doing it at like 22? When you think about it, he took the Cavs at like 22 to like the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Okay, that's what they were saying on the show.
Yeah.
Just think about how remarkable that is. 22 years old. And he had like no one around him. It was just LeBron. It was
a bunch of like no names.
Varejao.
I don't even think was Varejao there at that point. Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, but they said that, and I was like, man, that is actually crazy. That's so.
He knows
difficult to do.
And back then, he knew only a fraction of what he knows now. There's like a clip of him saying like, 35-year-old me would beat 27-year-old me.
Right.
Doesn't matter how much more athletic I was back then. Would destroy that person because I'm just so much smarter now.
Yeah.
And you think of like LeBron at 27, he won his first championship with Miami. Mm-hmm. And he was still only 27. And how much he's done since then. Like,
yeah. No, it's crazy.
Consistently going to the finals every year. Like, just destruction, dude. Like, it's crazy.
I know. He's a beast.
So,
he's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
But I think, like, do you think... I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of LeBron haters out there. Or do you feel like LeBron maybe isn't as popular because he is less relatable to the like general public, in a sense that, okay, so when I look at it myself, I'm like, oh, I kind of associate more with like the Steph Currys, the Ja Morants, even though in reality I'm not close to them athletically at all or like skill wise, but it's like I could be closer.
It feels more like,
attainable
because they're smaller, because he's just like an...
But like LeBron is like
6'8",
huge
6'8", like athletic beast, yeah.
And you're just like, I will like I can't really relate as much because I will never be as good or as physically gifted as that. Even though I'm never gonna be physically gifted as like a Stephen Curry or Ja Morant. But in my mind, I somehow like associated that. I'm like, oh man, I like those guys more.
It's the new game, dude. Like, I mean, even Ja Morant. I mean, he's not a 3-point shooter or anything, but it's the new generation. LeBron already. I mean, LeBron's never gonna stop being like relevant in basketball, even after he retires. But he's not like the face of the NBA. Like, it's not like the NBA is pushing him. Like, they're making that like Harden and Curry and KD and like, do you know what I mean? Like, LeBron's like the pillar. You know, he's on the throne, but he's not the main like entertainer. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
you think the NBA is like changing the narrative because they think he's like getting old? Is that what you mean?
No, I don't think they're changing. Maybe
they're pushing a different narrative.
Yeah, like they're definitely like investing more time into the people who are going to continue to carry the league after LeBron's not here. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, you know, he's obviously not as relatable from a physical standpoint, but then now he's like taking on a different role in the NBA as more of like a father figure, more of like a teacher. Obviously he can still take you to the promised land.
Yeah, he can still
but
play.
He's more that, because now he's got kids, now he's this, now he's like basically brought up every single player in this league too already.
Yeah.
So now he's like the father figure, and then, you know, Steph Curry's the uncle, and now, you know, Devin Booker, Luka Magic, you know, like they're going to be taking the face of the league.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense.
So that's how I see LeBron in the league right now. He's undeniable, and people are always going to hate him. But, you know, otherwise they would have given him the MVP like more times than they have, because he deserves it. But that's not good marketing right now.
Right. Who decides the MVP? It's all the reporters?
Yeah, it's kind of weird in that way.
So
like
weird.
it's all the media. They all get a vote and then they decide.
I actually really dislike that, because it's become such a popularity contest.
Absolutely, it's like a bias thing too, and like.
And the media is so notorious for pushing narratives and doing and putting out reports that aren't like from good sources or even true, and changing like the whole thing that like Jimmy Butler can't play. He's like a problem player. He can't play with the players. Right. That he goes to Miami, he does really well, and it's like.
It's all for a story. It's all for...
man, that really makes me upset. But now what I really like is that with YouTube and all these podcasts, all these players, and even stuff like the Pat McAfee show, it's becoming like you don't have to be on ESPN or whatever, NBA on TNT or whatever.
Right, for people to care about what you're saying. Like, you can just create your own
you actually get to change the narrative.
Right.
Like JJ Redick is able to change the narrative because he'll go on his podcast and be like, "This is what happened.
Right. This is the truth.
This is what the media. This is what the media is saying.
Right.
You get it right from the source.
Straight up.
Or he's interviewing Jimmy Butler, being like, "What happened there?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is what happened." And then everyone's like, "Oh, that's the truth." So it's not the narrative isn't controlled by these guys anymore.
Yeah,
which is really nice to see for the players.
Oh, and it's good. It's good to see the players showing their own stuff too, like with the vlogs and all that stuff too, man. And like show how it really is.
Matisse Thybulle,
my guy, dude.
Yeah,
he's playing really well defensively, man, like crazy. And I mean,
he's notorious.
Philly team.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. But I saw a video. He's like notorious for so some like guard will be kind of like dribbling on the outside, like on the right elbow.
Yeah,
and he'll be matching his guy, and he'll just slowly move over, just get closer, just like,
and then just steal the ball.
And then as the point guard will usually kind of take like a jumper from that free throw range, and he'll just he'll block it from behind or from the side. Yeah. That's like his go-to.
Such a good move. It's so annoying.
he just sneaks over, and then the point guard's like, I got space. Boom.
So annoying, dude. Yeah. That's a good. If you can get that and not foul, I mean, that's a good. That's because
he's so
move.
He's so big.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's huge, man.
Yeah, dude. So I wanted to talk about the ongoing like disrespect to the players from the fans, and now there was like another one. There was like a water bottle this week, and a fan ran onto the court as well.
I saw that. Like, that was like last night. Yeah,
he ran onto the court and got tackled by security.
Yeah,
dude, it's like
people really be wilding right now.
It's just like I feel like now that some people did stuff like the popcorn and the spitting and all that they're like now it's like provoked other people to be like, I want to get the headlines. I want to do something. You know, like know, it's kind of like this snowball, which is like gonna not end well.
Yeah.
It's already not ended well. People are getting arrested, taken out, banned. Like, I mean, sheesh.
I think the guy running on the court, like whatever that happens at like baseball.
It happens soccer.
Yeah, it's not I think that's less of a big deal.
I think it was just funny. I mean,
yeah. But I think
tackled.
I think the throwing and spitting and all that stuff, like that's
just
pretty whack.
Yeah, the water bottles thrown, and then he's getting arrested and going to court.
Like what? I don't think there's ever a scenario where you would spit on someone else.
The best is when they're like, how would you feel if I came to your workplace at your office and then spat on you? You know, like
yeah. And
of course it comes with it in the crowd. Like you have the crowd, they're yelling, screaming, like whatever.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Totally.
But when
you gotta be respectful. It's like still a human being out there. You never spit on another person and expect to not throw hands or something.
Not if you're on the street, yeah.
Anywhere. I mean, even in
anywhere.
Yeah, if you came to his office and you did that, you might
get into it.
You get into it for sure.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's really really disrespectful, and just I don't know. There's no space for that really in the league.
Actually, it's interesting because there was I think I forget whose parents it was, but some fans were like saying
Ja Morant's parents. It was Ja Morant.
Racist stuff to Ja's parents.
To Ja's dad, and then sexually explicit comments to Ja's mom.
Right. So then they got taken out and banned and blah blah blah. And then last night, two fans like actually became friends with Ja's dad.
That's dope.
And they were like cheersing, and they're like, yeah, man, like we're just here for fun, like whatever happens, whatever. Right. And like
from Utah,
two Utah fans
were racist.
Became no. Then
first were racist, and then
now two new ones were sitting beside him and were like cheersing.
They got
on Sports Center.
They got
and
the
everything.
tickets and stuff. They were like, those people are banned forever. Someone scooped those tickets up. They're like, all right,
yeah, exactly.
We got front row seats.
Yeah, and then they made it good again. So
right.
Yeah, so it was like the dad was like there, and the dad was like, hype for his son, and like they're obviously hype for the Jazz, but it was like healthy rivalry where they could still cheers and have drink a beer together watching this amazing game that haven't had the privilege to actually be at for
forever,
over a year. Right?
Yeah,
so
right. Instead of sitting next to Ja's parents and then
just
mad shit. That's crazy,
yeah, dude. Like so.
Even if I was a Utah fan, I could even appreciate Ja's like skill. I'd be like, oh man, I still want a signed jersey or something, you know, or like anything.
Doesn't matter if you're. That's same like with LeBron. Like as much as like for me, I love to hate on him. Like as like in the competition and people going against him.
Yeah, you can appreciate his greatness.
Of course.
Yeah,
it's like I said, it's undeniable. So you're not gonna like disrespect him. You know, you maybe try and chirp him a little bit if you want. I mean, if I'm at the game, like of course I'm gonna chirp. I would chirp a little bit.
I would probably talk like a little bit of shit to the dad. Like if Ja got blocked or something, I'd be like, oh, you know, but nothing in a sense that it was like like you know.
No, nothing like racist comments or sexual. Like, that's just.
And he would probably, I don't know. He probably wouldn't like it.
And he was doing the same thing. He's like, ain't nobody getting on my son.
And then Ja like dunks over like whatever.
He's like, take that. Like he's tight. Like that's part of the game. But like,
no, that's awesome.
Have some like decency. Like
that is true though, because there must be something going on, because it's going on in the NBA. But then I also watch this video. I follow John Boy Media, and they do MLB stuff. Yeah. And when fans started getting let back into the MLB, somebody cold clocked, like it was like a Dodgers Padres game or something, and some fan just got clocked in the head.
Oh right.
Got knocked out in the baseball.
Yeah. I heard like an announcer being like, people like are throwing haymakers and all this stuff. So that's what they were referring to.
Some guy was like, yeah, do something. The guy went over, knocked his ass out.
No way.
Yeah, it was crazy. So
talk the talk and then no.
Yeah, man.
Walk the walk on your face, bro.
Yeah, and so I don't know. It must be, something's in the water, dude.
That's rough, dude.
D-Smoke, shout out. Something's in the water.
Something's in the water. And where's D-Smoke now?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah.
So that's too bad. I was really disappointed. I was pretty disappointed to hear all this stuff going on. But also, I feel like that stuff's been going on like literally since Jackie Robinson.
It's been going on since the dawn of time. Now it's
now it's actually being called out.
People are like,
and people are getting banned, and people are like, "Yeah, you can't do that in here anymore."
Yeah,
which is like, all right,
yeah,
be respectful.
For sure.
You can still be like Spike Lee, talk your shit or whatever.
Absolutely,
but be respectful.
Don't
do like.
It's the same like if you're on the street or in a building or in a public space. If you spit on someone, and they have
a water bottle at their head,
and most of the time there's not going to be like footage of it. You're in an arena, like there's footage of everything.
Yeah, you're in 4K.
Like you're caught in 4K. Like you could go to jail. You can get arrested. Like it's the same.
Did you see that guy? I think some guy who threw the water bottle or the popcorn at the Celtics game. He did it. They had it on camera, like 4K, like HD, and then the guards came over. He's like, "Well, it's not me." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, right."
The guys are like, "No, we got you, bro. It's you." And you're just playing. That was so funny. What do you think about Kyrie stomping on the logo on Lucky at the Garden? Did you see that?
I did. Honestly, I think like it's deserved after that. Like that was right after he got thrown the water bottle at him.
But do you think that was the reason, or do you think
no? Why he got water bottle thrown at him?
No. Why he did the stomping?
I think it's because of that.
The water bottle.
Basically, he was going to the like he couldn't do anything about it in that moment to the guys, right? So he like walked back to the locker room, got the bottle thrown on, and then came back out.
And did that.
And then
that was his
back.
Like disrespect.
I think it was just being like, like because he played there, and I don't know if there's still bad blood or like if it didn't end well, right? And so I think he was just kind of like, fuck this place a little bit, a little bit like that.
I think it was deeper than just a water bottle. Maybe that's
no, I feel that too. It wasn't just that. It was more like just
everything
screw this
Boston,
place, like whatever, and like I mean that's pretty disrespectful, but I don't know. That is what it is, dude. what are you gonna do? Like, he did that in football too. Juju, what's his name?
Yeah, Juju Schuster.
He like would dance on all the logos at the beginning of each game, and like that was his way of shit talking to the other team. Like, it was disrespectful, and a lot of players hated it. Yeah, and they made him feel it too in the end because they lost. So.
No, that's true.
But like you said, like this stuff's been going on for a long time. It's known in theater that you can boo people off stage and stuff. Like back in the day, throwing tomatoes, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, you know, at the Apollo, if you're shit, you know, you get booed off. Like that's part of it in a certain way in the certain settings, you know, and then there's a limit. So anyways.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gone. I think they're starting to, man, there's no space for that. Yeah, if you're...
Tomatoes would be okay, though. No. Tomatoes on. I'm cool with the tomatoes. Anything else, though?
I think back in the day, yeah. But nah, man, it's disappointing. But what else, man? What else about the finals? Or the NBA? Who we got?
Hawks,
who do you think? What about the Mavericks and Clippers? Did you see that?
I'm surprised that they lost those last 2 games.
But you saw Luka got hurt, right?
Yeah, on his shoulder or something. So
I think it's a wrap on that series.
You think so?
If Luka can't play at 100%, like he's the backbone of that team.
He's the one carrying the team. Yeah.
Who else is carrying the team, man? And
honestly, Porzingis.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone's like, Porzingis is Luka and Porzingis are the new Shaq and Kobe, except Luka is Shaq and Kobe.
Ouch.
It's
too bad because I remember when he was on the Knicks, like everyone was like, "This guy's so nice. He's gonna be like the next."
He's got unlimited potential. I don't know. Maybe
he's the next Andrea Bargnani.
Yeah.
Do you hear that guy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a Toronto favorite.
Yeah.
Toronto favorite.
Dude,
no, but
number 1 overall pick.
Honestly, by the way, Porzingis was right.
No, Andrea Bargnani.
Oh, back in the day.
Dude, I'm bitter over that guy. Just ruined the franchise of the Raptors for like good amount of time.
Yeah.
But no, man, Kawhi and PG are starting to play. I mean, Kawhi's so good. Like, he's
the meme I saw that I liked was like Ty Lue, like the coach who coached LeBron too, was like it showed like his play board or whatever that he's writing on, and it said like LeBron shoot, and then he just crossed out LeBron and put Kawhi instead. It's like, Kawhi shoot, that's my game plan.
Teron Lue gets a lot of...
He gets a lot of slack.
Yeah, dude, he really gets ripped on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know, Kawhi's... he's so... He gets, like, buckets just so consistently and not... Like, they don't look hard at all.
Right.
He just gets to his spot. He puts up a shot. It goes in. He dunks on someone.
Fundamentals. Dude. He learned all that stuff in San Antonio.
But he's, I guess that's true, actually.
Like,
yeah. He's like,
just
he's
the
so
fundamentals,
efficient.
Yeah. Efficiency of movement. Think about it. Greg Popovich is like.
That's like that Tim Duncan. Style.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, he'll just go out and get like a quiet 35 points.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, man, that's how I want to play.
Quiet too, because he doesn't like celebrate, doesn't nothing like.
Yeah.
The last week the best clip was when he like dunked on someone, and then like he didn't do anything, but then PG Morris and like Pat Bev or something where they were like like he's just so hype on the guy, and Kawhi's like already getting back on D like he's supposed to.
Yeah, man, he's so good. I love his game. And he's so physically strong and gifted.
Yeah.
Man, I wish he stayed, dude. I wish he stayed.
Would have been good. Hopefully Toronto gets a good draft pick this year, though.
Yeah.
Because
hopefully,
if they get a good spot in the lottery, that would be dope. If they could get a good rookie, that'd be good for whatever the future is.
Hot takes from Matisse. If they get a good pick, that would be good for the team.
That'd be good. If they got a good pick, that'd be good.
Yeah. No, I agree, man.
Yeah, because it's rough, dude.
Who else we got? Wizards, 76ers. Yeah. I mean, I love Russell Westbrook. I love the way he plays. I love how athletic he is. But they
almost had that last game, too. And
he just can't, Russell doesn't seem to can't win.
Oh, no. Did they win the last game?
They won the last game.
Oh, yeah. So they won the last game. Actually, that was a really nice moment. I was like, it's good for them. They won at home. They gave the Wizards, like, a playoff win. It's, like, good for morale, like. Whatever, dude. It's like the Knicks winning one game. They're like, it just feels good after all this time or whatever, like.
They're going to get bounced, but sure, yeah.
Of course, but, it's just a nice moment,
Yeah, I don't know. I really love Russell Westbrook, but it just doesn't seem
Russell
Westbrook. It just doesn't seem like he can win.
No, dude.
You can't win them. He gets like a triple-double every game and then loses. It's like,
it's
what's up? What's going on? Someone break it down for me.
Doesn't make sense.
But yeah, 76ers are.
He gets a triple-double. Beal hits 50, and they still lose. Like,
but they're shooting like they're so like.
It's because their shooting percentage is so.
No, like I think
low.
Russell Westbrook had a triple-double, and he shot like 3 of 19 or something.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, my guy.
Yeah, that's the problem is that he has the ball all the time, and well, I mean, except for when he's passing, but.
Yeah. So.
To get his shots off.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it.
But
that's
Dame Lillard, hopefully Dame Lillard can do something, make it happen, because the Nuggets are out, like, they don't have all their people. Like, Jamal Murray's not playing, so the Blazers better
do something
with that, for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, man. Should we pause it here?
Pause it.
This is our NBA talk intro.
NBA.
All things NBA.
That was
playoffs.
NBA section.
Yeah, man.
Next, stay tuned.
All right. Welcome back. Thanks for the little ad break.
I wanted to say, I don't know, he's probably not watching, but that I Am Mac, congrats to him. He got 100K on Instagram, dude.
That's big.
100K from 3,000 he was in November. Over 5 months, dude, grew to 100K on IG. I'm just like,
that's awesome, man.
Jeez, that's all, dude. It's crazy, and it's just like
the ball community is out there.
You
like,
just see like he put the work in, like stuck to his style, and like went with that, and like now has grown this huge following. And what the point of what I want to say is that like you saw him from even 2 months ago, he was only at like 10 or 15K, and you know, which was much below people like the Hezi God or, you know, Into Lab or King Handles or anyone like that. And now he's grown to like 100K, and now that it just sort of legitimized him like that. And now he just went to LA last weekend.
I saw that. I've been watching that.
And like, you know, just met up with everyone because now they're all like going to him to get views, right?
He's got the clout
now. So like everyone's like, he's like, dude, this is so awesome. They're like, this is so awesome that you're here, dude. And and he deserves all of it for sure. But you just see how, you know, that difference of like your following just gives you that much more sort of openness to like work with whoever you want and all that. And it's just dope to see. And it's just like inspiring. And yeah,
man. And yeah, he's been super supportive of us, which is really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad to see him and Antoine make it too, because Antoine's blown up as well. And a lot of I Am Mac stuff, like his Excuse Me thing, like all the NBA teams are using it. All the sports centers.
Spurs just used it again today or something.
I hope they should give him some credit or like some royalties or something.
No, whatever. Trust me, he's gonna make money off of it. Like there's lots of hype around it, and he's getting a lot of respect from it. So that's good.
Does he have Excuse Me merch out yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As soon as the first video blew up, I think he just does like, you know, Shopify, whatever. Yeah. Made to order kind of thing that is just easy. He just makes the Excuse Me, put it on a shirt, and
that's dope. We should cop some of those.
Yeah, for sure. And so yeah, it's just like dope to see, dude. 100K, dude. Now
5 months.
Now
it's amazing.
Just like, you know, like, yeah, just take over, dude. And I'm like, okay, time to put in the work, you know, like it just shows you that if you do put in the work and you're like consistent, and he just had that. And you have good content, and he's very good basketball player.
Yeah, big proponent is good content.
And then you can do it, and so Instagram's been pushing him, and it's just dope.
It's awesome to see.
Yeah, dude, to go down to LA, dude, and just be like, "Yo, what up?"
With all the people.
Runs, let's go. And
that sounds so fun,
hoop bus, and like, so I definitely see that in our future one day, you know. But
for sure, I see that
in whatever capacity, you know.
I see that for sure as well. As things start to get more open here, you know. I also want to like we should join a men's league and start filming that and watching us get buckets on the old men.
Dude, we got some good footage the other day, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting more comfortable to like try and, you know, do something entertaining for the camera too, you know, like, like, and whatever, mess up, whatever. But it'll be fun to get mic'd up too at some point.
Yeah.
And
You said we should for the stuff going down in the later summer, we should definitely think about getting mics for that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I've definitely been inspired from Mac's game too. Like I've been trying to incorporate. I had a couple behind the back passes.
I saw a couple of those.
Yeah, I've been trying to incorporate that in my game, and then not that I can't do it as flashy as those guys.
No, of course.
But and then
with practice, right?
Mac has like a pass where he'll be at the top of the key, and then there'll be a guy down low.
And he'll just be like,
and he'll throw it and then spin with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did a couple of those, and I was like, oh, I could actually spin with this. I was like, it doesn't make any difference to the actual pass, but it looks cool.
Yeah, and it throws your defender off and whatever. And if you make the pass, then it looks dope.
It looks dope. And then the person bricks the layup, and then we have the mistapes, and then we have even more content.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah, there was a couple. I can't remember when I was throwing out dimes there, and then people were just bricking.
I have the footage. Dude.
You do? Yeah. Was it that day?
Compiled, dude.
There's another day too. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm doing so
after,
good.
After watching those 2 games or 3 games I recorded, I was like, why? You know, I just have to record every single game. Like we had 2 really good games before that I was sort of like didn't want to pull the camera out. I felt kind of weird, and then like I was like. We were like won those 2 games and we were both playing well, and I'm like, I just need to set the camera up because like this is all content, right? Like potential content. So
nice.
And now that things are opening up, it just feels better, and
yeah, man, that was a lot of fun.
But then that big guy came through, and I was like, sheesh, dude, he could shoot it too. Dang.
Yeah. He's tough.
Is that the guy you were talking about that came through the other time, or no?
The guy that we put, no. That guy was honestly, trash compared to the other guy.
Really, yeah.
Like the other
this guy was a bit slow, but he was big. He was big and can shoot it.
Yeah, but the guy that came through was like, Can West All-Star. Let's see, his name's Vlad. No,
Vladimir Guerrero.
No, he was like he could do everything, man. He was like. I hope he comes through in later in the summer when like I'm gonna try to get him to come through because that would be a good matchup, like him and the King. But no, he was like he's big dude, like 6'7", athletic, can move, Euro stepping, shooting the 3.
Dude, I'm trying to study how to guard King handles, dude. Every time I watch his clips, I'm like, okay, what is this person doing wrong? What do I need to do? Like, you just can't follow the ball is what I'm doing. You just do not pay attention to the ball. Just look at his chest, where he's going. Like, oh man, I'm probably delusional, but
dude, I like this. I like the tenacity that you're like I could do it.
I just want to figure out a way, you know, like
yeah.
I don't know, like something. You put up some sort of fight, you know.
Oh man.
But King handles, dude. It's like ridiculous, dude.
I have a hard time like guarding those like smaller like Filipino guys.
Yeah.
Like they almost have like they're really, really quick.
Right.
Got lots of bounce, really good handles. And
you're just like bit slower than that.
Yeah, I'm much slower than that.
No.
I don't think they take 3 steps. I've taken 1 step. You know what I mean? But and then I'm like imagining. So I'm like, oh, it's probably like that, but more. But also, King handles is like big. He's like a big guy, you know.
And he's just like handles on a different level from these guys, and
so I was like, do you have trouble guarding those like shorter like guys, or do you feel like you can keep in front of them?
No, I feel like I can keep in front of them if I'm disciplined, you know. And
but man, I couldn't. Well, we'll find out.
That's what I like. I mean, even with that big guy that came through, like I was just trying to cut off any sort of pass to him or anything, and I was making it a little bit hard for them. I mean, they did win because they were just knocking down all their shots in that last game, but But just trying to like keep the ball not in his hands, you know, or keep him away from the lane so that you know we could do something. But
it's tough. And then the worst part is you get they get a miss and then you just can't get the boards.
Oh,
you have to you need 3 guys to box that guy up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's tough.
That's like with Isaac, dude. It's just like
yeah.
bumping in the paint, dude.
I know, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm like kind of big, but then like actual big guys come through, and I'm like, man, these guys are big.
We are big compared to like a lot of the guys at QE right now. Like, a lot of them are like actually built and like tanks, but they're just a bit shorter. Yeah. So then we like feel like the taller ones, but like we're not very big at all. We're just the little like point guards, basically. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm excited to go to like some different parks too and see what's up.
Yeah, get balled on at some different parks for sure.
We have to. I definitely want to find a way to use like our mistakes too as content, like to like laugh at it or like just not all. Yeah, like because I found myself like looking for all our highlights and all that shit, and not then being like,
"There's not very many."
Not very many, but and when they are there, I'm like. Okay. It's just a turnaround jumper. It's not like I crossed this guy up or anything. Just like popped a shot, and I'm like, "Dude, it went in." Yeah, exactly. So like, if like there's some way, especially being mic'd up, then like you can make content out of anything. Like you can make content out of just guarding the guy or whatever, or if you mess up and you're like, "Oh shit," or whatever, like
talking mad shit and then
getting destroyed, or beef or whatever it is. Like we need to definitely capitalize on all that, and dude.
No, for sure, for sure.
Man, just like the highlights are like just basic shots, bro.
Not flashy at all.
No, dude. But hey, I think that's kind of our thing, dude. It's just like the average Joe's like going and playing, and it's like for the average person, you know. Like,
I feel that.
Nothing. Not trying to be anything, or or maybe we are trying to be something, but we're like not, and that's like the funny, thing.
We're
like,
trying. We're
trying.
We are trying. We're just using
what
we're
we have, and yeah.
Not everyone can be a King Handles.
No. Of course
I
not.
am Mac.
No,
you know what I mean.
Dude.
Just clown on them.
Yeah, straight up, dude.
Yeah, and I think if we do get mics too, we can start to show off our personalities as well.
Yeah, like,
exactly. I don't know, we're always like,
we're always saying funny
stuff.
Yeah,
at least I am.
Yeah.
To my demise, maybe sometimes, but
but whatever. It's whatever. And then like you like compile all of it, like even the other day when you were saying every time Sonny was shooting, you were like. Oh, right. Over here, whatever. Like, I don't know what were you saying?
So there's one guy who was beefing with me. He kept saying whenever I shot the ball, he was like, "Our ball." Like it was like a miss. And I was playing pretty badly too. I was throwing up bricks, and then so I was talking to Sonny about it, and he was laughing, and then he was doing. So
then
it
you
me.
were doing, but then he was making every shot, and so like that would have been hilarious to like see. Yeah. Like that, and just do like a quick compilation of you being like our ball, they're all going down. You're like, dang.
and then that day too, where I was like talking, I said something, I was like, oh man, I'm playing like shit today or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, and then one of the other guys said something. He's like, yeah man, he's like today or something. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm usually so good. I was like, when I said it, I was like, yeah, you're right, dude. Pretty much shit every day, if I'm being honest. But it was just like good. Just like
even that time when you slipped, there's like this one clip where you like slipped, and then like I came and like drained the shot, whatever. And then like it like pulls to you, and you're like, I'm on skates today, man. Like talking to someone on the side, and I'm just like, I wish that was a bit louder. We could hear what you're saying. But I think I can put like some words underneath or something. But
totally,
I'm like. Lol.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I don't know. We're not taking we don't need to take ourselves too seriously.
No,
at least I don't.
Having fun, dude, for sure.
I think that's maybe the issue, because it feels like I'm always running into people who are getting upset at me because I'm always like talking.
Right.
But I'm always talking.
You do tend to be good at getting under people's skin, though. Like even me, even mine, Isaac's, we've all been there where right. You know, where we've like because you're just like. So, especially if you're like trying to like drill into someone too, like you're just good at trash talking.
That's funny. I like that.
Or you're like stubborn, or like, or like if there's a call that doesn't go, that's like confusing or whatever, like you're pretty stubborn, and then it's like frustrating. So it's
yeah. That's so funny. Somebody called me a bitch ass the other day.
Right.
Like yesterday.
You gotta get mic'd up ASAP, bro.
Yeah. And I was like, I could like lean into this and be like, "What'd you say?" Boom. But I was like, I'm gonna let this one go. I've been like,
you're like,
I've been getting into beef like every time
I watched Nick Briz for 4 hours last night. I got all the comebacks.
No, I was like, it seemed like every time I went to the park, someone's like talking shit or like I gotta like, but I was like, I'm gonna let this one
go. Who's the common denominator?
It's me for sure. But I'm always like chirping in the sense of like I'm not taking myself seriously.
No, it's fun.
But maybe that comes off like I'm saying these things that I don't think are serious. But then if you're in
actually playing seriously,
if you're in a competitive mode and you're like trying to win, blah blah blah, then it comes off like this guy's being really disrespectful.
Right.
And I'm like kind of laughing and whatever. But yeah, no. So I was playing the other day, and then the guy, there's like a weird call where it was like an out of bounds play, and some guy touched it, didn't touch it, and it was out of bounds, and then they were like, "Oh, it's out," and they're like, "No, it's not," and then our team ended up getting the ball, and we had like a layup, like a free layup,
right,
like a fast break layup, and then they're like, "No, that doesn't count," blah, blah, because there was confusion over the call. So we're like, "Okay, it's either our ball or we get the or it's a bucket," and they're like, "No, it's not a bucket," and we get the ball, and then we're just like talking shit. And then so I had the ball in my hands, and then Sonny said something like, it's like, it's either our ball or we get the bucket. And then they're like, no, shut up, blah, blah, blah. And then I was holding the ball. I was like, no, man, like, decide. And then one guy was like, man, shut your bitch ass up. He said it kind of quietly, but I was like, ay. Are we going in on this or not? But I just gave them the ball, and then they ended up winning. But it's just like, man, why is my bitch ass up? Well, that's pretty disrespectful.
Shit, if you're mic'd up too, you would know, and you would definitely lean into it.
Oh yeah, I have to. I was like, if on camera, I'd be like, I can't let this go. But no one was there, so I let it go.
Yeah, you're like, whatever,
dude. I was playing like he was really fast. He had like sick hops. He could like basically almost dunk, and I just like he was so much faster than me, so I just played like 3 feet off of him, and he was like so frustrated because he was like basically he had to shoot the 2. But he was just missing, like, he was like 1 for 15. He just missed like everyone. And I was like, let's see it, bro. I was like in his head mentally by giving him so much space that he was like, I got to take this, but.
That's hurt.
Yeah. You got to earn it. You got to earn it, right?
Absolutely.
You got to earn it.
It's tough.
Especially when you're so quick. I'm like, you're going to snatch my ankles if I play up on you. So I was like, pick your poison, shoot it.
Yeah.
And then if you start making
if they start getting hot, then
I have to
adjust.
D up and then get help, but.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, because that always, it's always bad. You're like having a really bad day when you're on the court, and every time you get the ball, people just turn around to look for the rebound. Like they don't even. They're just like, okay, yeah. Whatever.
I start doing, fuck. I start doing the contest flyby. You just like go to the contest, and then you just run down the court.
Right.
Then they
miss. Like especially if it's a full court. Yeah.
You just get a free layup.
Yeah.
Their miss.
Sad.
Yeah. What was I gonna say though? Oh man, someone said something so funny the other day. Someone was dribbling the ball down to the other court or whatever, and he kind of wasn't. It was like a little bit of a sketch time. This guy said to me, he's like, man, what's that guy doing? He's got like level 60 handles, or what did he say? Like in NBA 2K.
Oh yeah.
He got like 60 rating
60
handles.
Overall.
60 overall handles or 60 rating handles. I was like, man, that's a great chirp. That's so funny. He's got like 60 overall handles. The guy's got like 60 overall shooting. I was like, man, that's a good one. I was like, I'm gonna use that one.
You're like, just put that in my pocket for later, or when someone calls me a bitch ass.
Yeah, dude. I was like, damn.
You're like,
these 18-year-olds get bold now.
Yeah. That's the other thing I forget is that I'm like old as shit. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm not
old
that
as shit,
old,
but like we look young.
Yeah.
So then these guys are like,
but like a lot of these kids are like 18, like 17, like whatever, 19.
Like, oh, how old are you? I just graduated high school. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then like there is the older guys as well.
Yeah.
I guess there's kind of like not as much right in between. Like in our age group, it's like kind of like bit older or like younger, right?
Right. No? I don't know. There's a couple. Like those guys we played with the other day are our kind of age.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. True.
It was super funny too. One of the guys, the young kids, came up. I think he just graduated high school, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm so tired. I like worked all day." And this one of the, I think it was Rico or something. He's like, "Man, welcome to being an adult, bro."
Yeah.
He's like, "Welcome to life, dude."
Just like
you work 8 hours a day. Yeah. You're tired of shit. You still come play hoop. Tired of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have kids, probably.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But I mean, how much can you complain though? That's on you.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's like if there's levels to it.
Yeah.
Because
but like you gotta work. You don't have to have kids.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But and there's much worse scenarios than me too. But
no, I'm just playing.
No, I know. Don't ever play with me again about my children and how hard it is. It's difficult.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I still hoop.
Yeah.
A little bit. When I can.
When my wife allows me.
Yeah, exactly. When the grandmother is home.
Yeah.
No.
Does King Handles have kids?
Yeah, he's got 2 kids, I think.
Damn.
They're a bit older now. Like,
he's got a bit more time.
Yeah, like they're in school and stuff, and probably.
I really want to talk. I was thinking about the documentary they did on him.
Yeah,
that we watched. The Vice one. I really want to talk to him about that. Eventually, because I think they did him a little bit dirty in that documentary.
Really? What? In what way?
Like, do you remember the ending shot where he was trying to make the G League, and then he's like comes back and his wife's like been supporting him, right. But she's like, and then there's like a shot of him kind of like at the table, right, being like, oh, like
I wish I could have my but
didn't make his dream.
But that was
it's like
media.
I know, it's like I was like because.
But then right after that, I know what you mean. Kind of being the wife doesn't want him to have his dreams. It's kind of doing the wife dirty too, because she's probably been supporting him forever. So
and they made this narrative like he somehow failed.
Right.
When in reality, like he's been so successful in so many different ways.
Right after that, he started going to China and having like tons of connections there and did a big tour, and that's what sort of got him to where he is now, and he's like able to teach every single day,
but his big Instagram following, and he's super talented, and it just like I was like, I don't know, because it felt like that narrative portrayed in that documentary was like he somehow failed or something. I was like,
right.
I don't think that's the case. I wonder what his.
I think in a way he probably did feel like he, didn't succeed. That's just like a different way of saying. No, he didn't make the team. Well, what can you say? I mean.
Yeah, but there's so many other factors into it. I don't know.
Absolutely. But
I would just like to hear
is trying to make
make this document. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I would like to hear what he thinks about after seeing that, and then now like looking back on it so many years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because he's running it now in Vancouver, and it's dope. Like I feel like we we were so deep in the theater community before, like. For all those years at studio and blah blah blah, and we're just sort of like cracking open the like basketball community now here in Vancouver and seeing what it's all about, and like it's great to see how open they are and like welcoming, especially King, and like it's just I'm just interested to get to know more and become more of a part of it in whatever ways we can. And it's
nice not being in school too. I don't know about you. This is the first couple years I've been
right, because you were actually in like grad school before as well.
Yeah. Or I was undergraduate, but
right.
It was just like I've been in school since like forever, and then now as like you're living as like an adult. Yeah. You realize how much time you have.
You can just decide what you want to do.
Yeah, you just have a lot of time. A lot more. Like when you're in school, you're so focused. Your time, like a lot of your time, is
all
booked
consumed.
Up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, I really do have more time than I realized. And I was like, man, you guys have been just living out here with all this time, like all this free time to do whatever you want.
And I've been in a classroom.
Yeah, I've been sitting in a classroom. Yeah, so it's a nice feeling, and then we get to do all these like different projects, between acting, basketball, shooting videos, whatever.
Totally,
it's like dope.
Yeah, because like especially when you're in school, it's just like there's no use in adding other things because like you just want to put all your energy into it, and so whereas now you can kind of spread it out a bit more. I was thinking like it would be like the idea of doing that weekly update kind of thing would be fun to do, like even just in street ball. And now that like street ball or like Instagram basketball and like all these highlights and stuff, and would be fun to do like this week in street ball or this week in like
I like that
underground basketball, as opposed to NBA, and then being like this week like Hezzy God crossed the hell out of the this guy, or like White Iverson did this, and you like show the clip of them getting crossed over or
this
whatever.
Week, Nick Briz. No, like, this week, Nick Briz goes to a park and has a really nice, cordial time.
Right.
No fights.
Psych! Yeah, like to show him being like, you do the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Man. Like
that's awesome.
Just because like it's getting so popular. I mean, at least in the world we've now entered, like. And then we could be like the one place where like people come to like catch up with everything that happened, or like, you know, Mac went to LA and ran with these guys and hit 100K. This is happening, and then we can learn more about, you know, the East Coast, the West Coast, like what's happening where, and like J-Law runs, had the influencer run, and this is what you missed there, or you know, whatever it is, and like,
dude, that is genius. We just got to execute it.
But I think because like we're actually watching that stuff consistently, like while you're watching it, it just write down what you would say or what the thing is, and it can just be like the highlights of each week of what happened in street ball, and like Ball is Life did this, like Stay Ballin' did this, you know, whatever, you know, all these GOYs got banned from TikTok, dude, until the 6th or something. Why? Because because I think he's been starting beef with Cam Wilder, this other like college type player, and like so all his fans have been reporting Gio's TikTok page, and now he's been banned for like until the 6th, and now GeoWise is on TikTok being on Instagram being like, everyone tag TikTok, like they banned me, like get me back on, blah blah blah, and it's like all this stuff.
Damn,
so
that's
it's all stuff that we could talk about.
Okay, awesome.
And
let's do it.
GeoWise, I don't know. And now people are coming out with all the like missed clips and stuff of him, and it's just funny, dude.
That's awesome.
But I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Let's do it. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Maybe we can
go hoop
for a little bit.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Episode 11 in the books.
Yes, sir.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
All right, peace out.
Peace.